Accentuate the positive. Eliminate the negative. Latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. Accentuate the positive. Eliminate the negative. Latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. Accentuate the positive. Eliminate the negative. Latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. Train was on a sound in between chaos and harmony. He wasn't understood till we understood he was on his axe. That's the sax, y'all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're wondering what me and my train gang gonna do, we got a story for you. Think you'll like it too. I'm Blue. It's a story about a man and his horn. West, in quest of a sound he heard in his veins, trained with substance. Yet his critics said he had no form. Just like the story we're moving on, just like the world before Adam came, we're talking about jazz. Before, during, and after Train. He was cool, he was out, wasn't yellow, he was mellow, went way in, reached way out. That's what Train was all about. Took jazz past the stratosphere. Put on some shades and brought east, west, and south, north. The man was boss, y'all. Every great talent will have his day. But for Train wasn't always that way. Born the junior of a preacher man, September 23rd, 1926, Train was always ahead of his time. Even his doodling as a kid was of another kind. No buzzards roost mentality here. Even young Train was universal. His thing was music. Screaming and honking and leaping, Prez was well in keeping with what young Train was thinking. Then came Parker, and as the saying goes, knew how to play. Honeysuckle rose. Train went out to school on Bird and Dizzy. Can't forget Webb, Hawkins, Monk, and Vincent, Webster, Miles, Carter, and Rollins. Then came the drugs. The blues. The Train began to pay his dues, y'all. In Greensboro, NC, they said he couldn't play, even though he practiced many a day more than them. Train soon moved beyond all that bippity-bip and sought encouragement from Sonny Stitt. But the Narco Squad still had Train in a nod, off and on the set. But come rain, come shine, Vaughn or Eckstein, Train could still sing through his acts, yet the life of a lush was all he could lead, till workmen told him where it was at. The rooster crowed, and then the Train changed tracks. Soon from playing nothing into he knows the critics said he was bad, folks. Train heard his sound, a gift from the Creator. It was a throne. And the Train had to bring his sound through miles to the east, where he took giant steps toward the mastery of his axe and the sound in the back of his brain. Then to the sun, Ra was the one. He opened John's eyes that he might see and hear sounds tailor-made and from the private library of the Creator of the universe. What is this thing called love? Like Sonny, Train went into a serious moratorium, y'all. His favorite thing became experimenting, droning, coloring, following his essence and sticking to that no matter where his audience was at. Then slowly and quietly, as in a morning sunrise, people began to awaken to the train. Shucks, they chased him all the way home and back again. Transformed by the renewing of his fine, Lord, child, this sound was one of a kind. Some even said it had no time, that it represented the mind of the new black man. Anti-American, anti-white, anti-Jew, anti-jazz. Train said, pay them no mind. They just want to talk about you, Afro Blue. And he went on his course, left Naima too. Ooh, wasn't too cool. She couldn't hear the sound he found he couldn't find just yet. First lady and child, a prayer for the wise one, while Train found Alice. There was no malice. Train went on to hypnotize, crystallize his sound. He was pure, sure, he found love supreme. His spirit found its master, bridging the gap from old to new. They say Train became so bad he made his heart pray too. Ooh, I'm Blue, I got a story for you. And Train saw God. And God caused his face to shine upon JC and gave him a pot of peace. He sought that too. And all the critics that used to beat Train down found he deserved the crown, all golden brown. Train wore it year round. Sax Jasmine of the Year, elected to the Hall of Fame. What's in his music is what's in his name. John Coltrane. Please let it remain. At a time he was getting to the source, Olatunji knew. He said music is a single universal force. Of course, at this time he was playing less and growing weary. Why? Before we could find out, he died. The Big C got J on 7/17/67. An ill-fated day, riots in Newark. Baraka was taken away to jail. Surely the Creator planned it that way. We know he loves sevens, so maybe JC's gone back to heaven. Let's pray. That's the way. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, and don't mess with Mr. In-Between. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, and don't mess with Mr. In-Between. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, and don't mess with Mr. In-Between.